guys, we got an interesting one today. So as you know, on this channel we react to a bunch of newsworthy things, typically Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro, stuff like that. And a lot of y'all have been saying to check out Matt Walsh. So this is the latest and greatest, biggest, most controversial thing. He came out with a documentary called What is a Woman, which is a hot topic triggering button pressing topic, which is all the reason why we need to be checking it out, because in today's day and age everybody seems to be soft. Everybody seems to not want to talk about issues that actually need to be talked about, and everybody is so defensive and emotional and crazy, and I just want to get to the meat of shit, which is an interesting choice of words for this video nonetheless. Before we dive into a topic that pisses everybody off and really pushes people's buttons, let's take a second to talk about something everybody loves, shall we? It's coffee. All right, guys, now before we get started, I want to take a second to tell you about my favorite cup of coffee ever, Cometeer. Now, Cometeer sends you monthly shipments delivered right to your door, filled with customized boxes to your roast preference, whether that's light, medium, dark, decaf, etc., and they have new roasts every month. Now you might be asking, what is Cometeer? Well, Cometeer is coffee that is flash frozen to lock in its freshness. It's a completely new format of coffee, and most importantly, it is absolutely delicious. It comes with all of these different flavors, whatever meets your preference, and my personal favorite is Bell. Let's go ahead and make a cup, shall we? It is so easy. You literally take the frozen puck, put it in the cup, fill the cup up with 6 to 8 ounces of hot water, but you can also make iced coffee if you want, and it is that simple. Literally works out to be $2 a cup, and you are completely done. Enjoy. And now I'm on the ground drinking coffee, because where else do you drink coffee? Cheers. Oh my God. Dude, it smells so damn good and tastes even better. I don't f around with people's coffee, okay? I don't f around with my coffee, and I damn sure don't f around with your coffee. For something that is so important that I look forward to it the night before. Literally, before I go to bed, I'm like, I cannot wait until I wake up in the morning and drink coffee. Dude, this is a game changer. Honestly, this is probably the best coffee I've had in a very, very long time, if not my life, okay? Oh yeah. I know you're supposed to drink it slow and enjoy, but that. Who you know that does that? What? Guys, for a very limited time only, Cometeer is offering a huge discount of 40% off your very first purchase plus free shipping. All you have to do is go click the link in the top of my description, use the promo code that I have provided for you, and you too can be drinking the best cup of coffee you've ever had. Slap your gooch, let's get back to the reaction. Link to the original video will be down below in the description. Y'all make sure to check it out if you want to, and without further ado, let's jump into the video. 22 million views! Holy shit! Okay, let's go.
What is a woman? Can you tell me that? Well, you're at the Women's March. You must have some idea. Please, if one person could tell me what a woman is.
You are not here for women. We ask you to leave.
What is that?
Okay, real quick. I mean, what the hell is a woman? Let's check it out definitionally. Let's see what it is. Definition of woman: an adult female human being. That doesn't really say much at all. Okay, well, dude, no way, what the fuck? There's a dated definition for woman that says, a female person who is paid to clean someone's house and carry out other domestic duties. That is crazy, what the fuck? Okay, so overall definition of a woman is an adult female human being. Let's check out what female means. The adjective means of or denoting the sex that can bear offspring or produce eggs, distinguished biologically by the production of gametes, which can be fertilized by male gametes, okay? The noun of female means a female animal or plant. I hate when people do that. The definition of female is a female. Yeah, no shit, what does that mean? Okay, so you see the dilemma that we're facing in today's day and age, especially whenever we're talking about transgenderism, we're talking about preferred pronouns, we're talking about compelled speech. If we can't even get on the same page as to what the definition of a woman is, we are in some deep shit. So I think that a documentary like this is not only a good idea, it's 100% necessary, especially whenever we're talking about people's freedoms at liberty. All in all, shit, man. In my mind, it's pretty simple. A man has a penis and balls. A woman has a vagina. Now, I know there are outliers, right? You got the micro penis, you got the enlarged clitoris, a bunch of things that are like the outliers, but essentially that's how I grew up. That's how I distinguish men and women. Let's go.
I'm a husband. I'm a father of 4. I host a talk show. I give speeches. I write books. I like to make sense of things.
A woman is not anything in particular.
There is not one particular thing.
It could be many things to many people.
Some women have penises, right? Some men have vaginas.
I like scented candles, and I've watched Sex and the City.
Yeah.
How do I know if...
I just don't get that. How is woman just an ever changing definition. We don't know what a woman is. It means something different to me as it does to you. It's like, just based on logic, that doesn't make sense. What is a trash can? What is a goddamn fox?
If I'm a woman.
That's a great question.
You're not a scientist. You're not a gender studies major.
No,
How do you know that you're a man?
I guess because I got a dick.
And I want to say that there's absolutely no hate towards anybody, no disrespect towards anybody. Just want to make sense of the situation. We need to understand the same definition. We need to understand what is going on and be on the same page of that before we can have any intellectual argument.
Can a man become a woman?
I'm not a woman, so I can't
just
really
laugh.
answer that.
Women only know what women are.
Are you a cat?
No.
Can you tell me what a cat is?
That's 100% right.
You want to tell us what a woman is?
The argument she used where if you're not a woman, you can't tell me what a woman is, I think that is the dumbest fucking thing that I've ever heard. First and foremost, because someone could play devil's advocate and say, well, I feel like a woman right now, so I know. Alternatively, it doesn't make any sense, right? That's like, I think that white people can have a view on black crimes because I think that people are capable of intelligent conversation. People are capable of understanding overarching problems. People are capable of understanding the effects that certain things have without being that one thing. Like he said, perfect example. Are you a cat? No. So it must mean that you don't know what cats are. Like that argument is logically flawed.
I'm a
His
biological
was accurate, hers was wrong.
that medically transitioned to appear like a male. I will never be a man.
And so they go on the internet and they're told that all of their problems will be solved if they become a man.
So you worry that there could be a sort of social contagion element of this?
A teeny tiny bit, maybe.
It got me at 42. Your child doesn't have a chance.
And you're affirming it with hormones that have never
Wow.
been used in this way.
Puberty blockers, which are completely reversible.
Completely reversible.
One of the drugs used is Lupron, right? Which has actually been used to chemically castrate sex offenders.
You know what? I'm not sure that we should continue with this interview.
So you don't want to talk about the drugs that you give to kids, or?
How can they be?
Oh, God, dude. That is a whole nother thing. Kids don't even know what they want. If you ask someone, an 18-year-old who's going to college, what do you want to be when you grow up? Nobody knows. Adults don't have it figured out. How the hell are you going to trust what a kid is saying about that to the extent that you give them drugs that alter their organs and alter their hormones? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And the fact, let's get away from the fact that this is about male or female. The fact that that person was unwilling to talk about it just because something that they were doing possibly had a negative effect, I think that is the overarching issue, right? Like, people get so emotional nowadays, whether it's left or right, it doesn't matter. Extremes. I have a huge issue with extremists, right? Whether that's extreme left or extreme right. I think that their views are, yes, extreme. And people just get ultra triggered, ultra emotional with their arguments to the point that all logic is thrown out the window. There's no logical discourse at all. It's just purely emotional based. And that, I think, is the bigger issue. No one is willing to actually set their emotions aside to have intelligent conversation. And I say nobody. Plenty of people are. But I think that the vast majority of people in today's day and age get super emotional, really triggered, to the point that we can no longer have intelligent conversation about things.
Removing the healthy breasts of 15-year-old girls.
There are
That's
masculine
ridiculous.
girls. There are feminine boys. What are we going to do about that? Carve them up?
How can this whole thing be happening, Matt?
I wanted us to have a safe place.
I'm sorry that I'm pausing this so much. It's just a lot to talk about. So I agree with that there's where does the term tomboy come from, right? It's a girl that shows more masculine traits. There are more effeminate men out there. That's kind of how that I'm able to distinguish it in my mind logically. Is it's a man that has more female characteristics. It's a woman that has more male characteristics. But saying that they can just alter, I'm not sure, man.
To be able to talk about this.
Part of me wants to ask why you care so much.
I care about the truth. I care about children. I care about the women who are having their opportunities stolen from them.
Is it transphobic to tell the truth?
The interview's over. Let's turn off the cameras.
Excuse me,
For their fair question, I just wanted to know, what is a woman?
and you're not going to find out.
Based on what I'm saying,
Wow.
would you ever want to move to America?
Say hell no.
No.
Say no, yeah, right. Dude, that was
We'll see when it comes out.
I have no problem whatsoever with people being strange, with people exploring what they want to explore. I am a huge advocate of individual freedom, individual autonomy. Love that. I'm a huge advocate for that. Don't care who you want to marry, don't care about anything. What I have an issue with is if people disagree with what you're doing. It's the victim mentality that I have an issue with. It's the fact that if you don't carry the same beliefs, all of a sudden you are a bigot and all of a sudden you are transphobic. It's not the case, right? A lot of this falls on freedoms, individual freedoms. I am not going to let my freedom of speech be taken away because the government deems that calling people what they want to be called, that can fluctuate on a day-to-day basis, that has no actual ability to be engraved in society. There's no way to really have concrete rules about this. And if you don't follow these ever-changing rules of pronouns and the way that we do things, then you are all of a sudden the worst person on the planet. I don't agree with that. I think that there needs to be definition. So I think that Matt Walsh did a great job of attempting to answer the question, what is a woman? I think that that's a huge, huge thing that we need to discuss and find out. More importantly, that's the umbrella issue. There's a bunch of subtopics and sub-issues like transgender people in sports. I think that there's a good argument. There's a UFC fighter that was crushing the fuck out of women that was a transgender woman, or however you want to say it. Transgender person, used to be a man, that was absolutely annihilating these women. And that's kind of fucked up in my opinion, just from like, I don't know. And then, you know, using chemicals on children. Like there are so many topics that touch this that in my mind, it could be as simple as, you know, having the biological definition of it. Men have a penis and testicles, women have a vagina, and it's the chromosomes, right? And you have a spectrum of, you know, men that exhibit female characteristics and females that exhibit male characteristics. But that being said, I think that there are people out there with 11 fingers, right? There are people out there with 8 fingers. I don't think that we should teach people that, hey, 8 fingers and 12 fingers is the norm. No, people have 10 fingers and there are outliers that, you know, defy those general rules. What I have an issue with is in today's day and age, we tend to take something so simple and turn it into complexities. We turn it into victim mentalities. We turn it into a bunch of issues that further divide us as people. And that's something that I can't really get behind. So, super interesting, very necessary to talk about this stuff. So guys, I need to know what you are thinking about this. So you do you at the end of the day, but you are not going to force me to do you. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. So, with that being said, keep smiling, keep being yourself. Don't let anybody throw shade at you. I will see you tomorrow. That's a motherfucking fact, though. Yeah, love y'all. Peace.